So, this is Blue Baby. Blue Baby. And that's Duke. My baby Duke. Hi, baby. And then Courtney. She's having some hip issues. So she's kind of blah right now. And Charlotte is peacefully sleeping away. Well, she's probably awake now because I said her name, but it's my baby. Oh. She is not happy right now. So the lighting in here is pretty bad. My brother is going camping with his family. I think that it was like a last minute thing. He texted me a couple days ago and asked if I could watch his dogs. He's got Blue and Duke, and I said, you know, of course. And we decided that sorry, it's super late. Well, no, it's not super. We decided that he would bring them over here because it's Labor Day weekend, and I don't know. I don't mind going to other people's houses, but we were just in Virginia Beach like last weekend, so I hadn't been home in like 4 days, and I don't like to take that many trips like back to back. So I was like, and he lives in Virginia Beach, so I was like, you know, we were just there. We're only like 15 minutes away, so it's not like a big huge deal. By the way, the reason that you haven't seen many vlogs lately is because not only did I misplace the SD card, I actually misplaced my whole camera. So I'm using a different camera. We have probably 4. So I'm using a different camera. This is actually the one that we used to record a bunch of like paranormal activity going on in Ivy's room a couple years ago. It's settled down now, but I mean, things still happen. Like this morning we were eating breakfast and one of the doors upstairs just slammed and we were like, okay. Hi guys. So I'm not in my bedroom. I'm actually sleeping in the spare room tonight. My brother brought his 2 dogs over, and so we kind of have, I couldn't fit all 4 dogs in my room, and I wanted to sleep somewhere that all the dogs could have access to it. And because Blue has really bad hips and Courtney recently hurt her leg, I didn't want to sleep upstairs where the stairs would probably pose a problem for them climbing up and down. So I'm crashing in the spare bedroom downstairs. We have 2 spare bedrooms. But I'm going to crash in the spare bedroom downstairs. Wow. I actually have like a lot of videos to upload, but the thing is that not only did I misplace the SD card, I kind of misplaced my whole camera. We have 3 cameras, mine and Ivy's, then Ivy's, and then the one that we kind of both use. And the one that I was recording with was the one that we both use. And now I'm just using my regular one, which it has this weird thing. I can't figure out how to turn off the automatic timer, so I think it only records for like 3 minutes and then it shuts down, and I don't know how to switch it off of that. I have checked everything. I don't know, and I'm super fucking tired. It's Friday night. It's been a long day. We had to run around a lot this morning. It was our tech-free Friday. We ran around a lot this morning before noon. I was at the store. We went to Ivy's middle school and returned her base. Yeah. And yesterday she had her orientation. And that went well, I guess. I don't know. She's excited to start school on Tuesday. Oh, I'm so sorry for all the yawns. It was like, I was fine. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna go lay down. And as soon as I laid down in bed, I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired. It's been interesting because I can't take Courtney for walks right now with her leg being all jacked up. And so I was hoping that with 2 other dogs over here that Charlotte wouldn't need to go for a walk and that she would just like run her energy out chasing them around. But you know, 7 o'clock rolled around tonight and she was like, you know, annoying all the other dogs. So I took her for like a 20-minute walk instead of like a 40-minute walk. And that seemed to have helped. Because she basically went and passed out. I think she's mad right now because I won't let her in the spare bed. When I usually let her sleep on my bedroom bed. What? Okay. So yeah. Gosh, I'm kind of upset because I had so much stuff recorded for you guys. Like, I was still doing those daily vlogs up until like last week when I lost the camera. And I honestly have no idea where it could be. Like, I thought I left it in the car, and it's not in the car. And then I was like, well, maybe I had it in my room. So then I was cleaning out my room, or like the clothes and everything, and no camera. And then I talked to Ivy, and she's like, oh, I thought you left it in the car. So I checked the car a couple times, still not in there. It still hasn't magically appeared. I don't know, I'm sure it'll turn up, and it'll be like somewhere that I put it all the time and just didn't think to check. I don't know. Who knows? And you know what's sad is that I'm trying to do all these things to like improve my memory because I have such a shitty short-term memory that I feel so bad for Ivy a lot of the time because she'll be like, hey, remember last week when you said that we could blah blah blah, and I'm like, no. Where did you get that from? But at the same time it sounds like something I would say. So I know that and plus she's Ivy, so I know that she's not like trying to pull one over on me. It just sucks to be her because to have a mom that doesn't remember a goddamn thing. So I've actually been, I downloaded the Lumosity app. So I've been doing Lumosity exercises, hoping that that would help me out. And I've been, actually I haven't done it in a couple days, but I've been learning French. I heard that learning a second language can help you help with your memory and stuff. So yeah, today we painted Ivy's shoes Galaxy. Well, actually, the only time I stepped in and did it was when she got really aggravated with the first shoe because she felt like she'd screwed it up. And I was like, you really can't screw it up. Oh, whoa, where'd that piece of hair come from? I was like, you know, you really can't screw it up. It'll, you know, come together on its own. You can always paint over paint. It's not a big deal. So I helped her a little bit, but for the most part she had that shit down. And she did really good. She had fun, and her book bag came in the mail yesterday. I ordered it online because we were looking for a Galaxy print one. It's so funny. She's such a dork. She's like, I want a Galaxy print backpack. And I was like, okay, well, go on the JanSport website and look for one. Because JanSport is like, I mean, that was like the hot brand when I was a teenager or when I was in school. And it's still, you know, a really good, durable brand. And so she went online and she looked at the JanSport Galaxy print and she was like, no, it has too much pink. And she's not a fan of pink, but she likes purples. I think that's Chris. I've been texting with Chris, so hi, Chris. So she didn't like the pink on the book bag. So we went online and we went on Amazon and she found a Galaxy print that she really liked on a book bag. So we ordered that. Well, it's Amazon, so it was shipping from China, and we ordered it probably the 1st of August, and it got here yesterday, the 28th. Yesterday was the 28th? Yeah, yesterday was the 28th. So it only took 28 days for them to process the order and send it and get here. So better than arriving after school starts, I guess. But yeah. So we always joke about how she's so pale grunge right now. She's going through this whole Galaxy print phase, which hopefully, I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts. She was like, they don't sell Galaxy print Converse, do they? I was like, God, probably not. You're just going to do them yourself. And every year before school starts, she gets a new pair of Converse. And this year she chose baby pink. She actually had a pair of baby pink Docs picked out, but then she found this floral patterned ones that she did get for her birthday. And yeah, so instead of getting baby pink Docs, she's gonna get baby pink Chucks. And that's going to be her like back to school shoe. So with her black on blacks, she has murdered out Chucks, or she had murdered out Chucks, and then she just went and painted them with Galaxy design or whatever, which it was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. I guess. I don't know. Children. But yeah, that's it. I guess I'll probably talk to you guys a little bit tomorrow, which is Saturday. Oh, we don't have anything going on. We had a barbecue to go to, and I kind of knew that, like, I wanted to make it, but I kind of felt like there were other things that I also needed to do, so I let my friend know that we probably wouldn't make it. And I have a pretty good idea that she had already invited somebody else that she probably didn't want me to run into, by the way that she was like automatically like, oh, okay, you can't make it? Oh, okay, that's cool. Yay! It's like, okay. So I'm guessing that she probably invited my ex, which that's perfectly fine with me. I have dogs to watch now anyways. So, last night, I'm trying to think of a good place to put you guys, and there is none. Last night, when I was going to bed, I forgot to share a dream that I've had. Sarah shared this really crazy dream that she had with me, and I just wanted to let her know that she's not the only one that has fucked up dreams. I actually have two. One is a recurring dream, and I think it stems back to when I had Axel F as my ringtone ringtone. That sounds so weird. A long time ago, like a long time ago, like in the days of flip phones, back in the olden days. So I had Axel F as my ringtone, and I used to have this dream that Eddie Murphy was chasing, well, Axel Foley, but Eddie Murphy as Axel Foley was chasing me through the streets of Beverly Hills, and he had a gun and he was shooting at me, and it was some very scary shit, and he would do the Eddie Murphy laugh. Like, I don't know, I can't do it. I've never had the ability to recreate it, but in my dreams that shit was for real freaky. So that's one of them, and it was always different. Sometimes it started out with him chasing me, sometimes it ended with him chasing me and killing me. But the whole time that he's chasing me, he's like doing that Eddie Murphy laugh. And that was some real fucked up shit. But it was always like a different dream. It just had that inserted somewhere in it. So it was just like that one little snippet that was recurring. My other one, which I woke up and I was like shaking because it was so scary to me. It was this one called Stuffing Cat. That's what I named the dream, because when I woke up, I think Alexis was over here, so I told Alexis and Ivy about it, and it just really weighed on me. And I've only had it, I had it once, I think. I don't know if the cat actually made an appearance in another dream, but I know that I only had that one dream once, and it was basically like I was doing something and I saw this cat like laying on the ground and it was eating something, and I was like, oh, the kitty, I'm gonna go pet the kitty. And I went over to the kitty and I was like, oh, what are you eating, kitty? And I looked down and it had like, it was a stuffed cat, and its stomach, the seam on the stomach had been popped open, and it was eating its own stuffing. But it didn't look like a stuffed animal. It looked like a real cat. Like, it, obviously there's a difference between a real cat and a stuffed cat. But it looked like a real cat, but it was eating its own stuffing. So I guess instead of it eating like its own intestines or something, it was eating, like, stuffing was just like spilling out of it, and it was just like, and I was like so horrified. I was like, oh my god. And I woke up and I, like, that feeling of just being totally creeped out stayed with me all day, and I explained to the girls what was going on, and I don't know, it was just it's a really fucked up dream. Now, Sarah's dream can be turned into like a fucking blockbuster hit, because that shit is so detailed. And while she was explaining it to me, which it's not my place to say what it was, but as she was explaining it to me, I was feeling like what she was feeling in the dream, I guess. So she's very good at like putting across emotions, and the story itself was just very captivating. And like at the end of it, it was like, oh, a cliffhanger. Like, it was like shocking. Like, I wanted the story to continue. So yeah, those are my two dreams that haunt me to this day. And it's funny because I kind of live in like a haunted house, so things happen around me all the time that they just don't bother me anymore. Like, I just brush them off. We moved here when Ivy was 2, so we've been in this house for 12 years, and it just doesn't faze me anymore. But there are just certain dreams that I have that I'm like, what the fuck? What's the point of that? Ivy?
Yeah?
Have you ever had any weird dreams?
Well,
Look at
remember that time that I had the dream where a baby stuck its hand in my vagina and lit it on fire?
I do vaguely remember that.
Yeah, that's what comes to mind when you say weird.
What'd you feel when you woke up? Did you feel like creeped out or scared, or do you remember how I felt after stuffing Cat?
Yeah.
Did you feel anything like that?
No, not really. I mean, I felt terrified while I was having the dream, but then afterwards I was just like, okay, is this a metaphor?
You shouldn't have kids?
Yeah.
It's like just cementing the idea that you'll never have children.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Good. Alright.
Alright.
Love you.
Love you too.
What are you doing today?
Gonna try and read more of The Maze Runner.
You gonna try and read more of The Maze Runner?
Yeah.
Can you imagine Dylan O'Brien as Thomas?
Yes.
Can you like see it now when you're reading the book?
I can.
Yeah?
It fits.
And Minho's hot.
Yes.
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 The Asian. Is he the only Asian?
I think so.
They need more Asians. It's true. I hear something in the laundry room, but none of us are in there.
Is it the cricket?
No, it's not the cricket. It's like a shuffling noise.
Okay.
I don't fucking know. Alright.
Alright.
That's all. Bye. I forgot about the baby hand in the vagina. Oh, so here are the dogs. Here's Charlotte. Charlotte, say hi. Okay then. And here's Blue. She's chilling. And here's Duke. Hi, Dukers. And then Courtney is in the other room. I think she found a place to lay down. She actually slept in her dog bed last night, and I think it helped because this morning she wasn't lumping as bad, and yeah, so thank God. Oh, well, I also gave her the baby aspirin last night, or a dose of aspirin, and didn't take her for a walk yesterday. I only took Charlotte. I wouldn't mind taking these two, but I can't take Blue because she's got hip problems, and I could probably take Duke. We'll probably try it today. We'll see how far he gets. He probably won't make it. He's also like 10, 11 years old, and he doesn't go on very many walks, but my brother actually takes him on jobs with him. My brother's a contractor. He takes him to like jobs and stuff, and he just hangs out. He's a really good dog. He's very faithful, loyal, does not leave my brother's side. He's kind of like Charlotte, but to my brother. So I am going to start reading a book today. I don't know which one. I still have to finish Beautiful Creatures, but the problem is I already saw the movie. So, and I think I explained that in a different vlog, that I already seen the movie. So it's like such a fucking slow book. Like, the book is much better than the movie. I do have to give them that, but it still seems like forever. I've literally been reading that book for like 4 months now. That's awful. Anyways, there's another book that I want to read, so I'm going to go ahead and put that one aside and start reading No Easy Way Out, which is the sequel to No Safety in Numbers. Something like that. It's about a bunch of teens that get trapped in a mall. It's actually, I think it's a young adult book or a teen novel or whatever, but it's really cool. It's about this mall that has some type of viral agent released inside of the ductwork or whatever, and people start getting sick, and the mall is under quarantine, and it kind of follows these different teenagers and what they're going through during the quarantine, and yeah, it's really cool. And the first book, of course, left off with a cliffhanger, which I hate. I just feel like if you're gonna do a series, you don't always have to leave off with cliffhangers. Like, there's no reason you can't wrap up a storyline and then continue on with another adventure or something. Like, one of my favorite series is, I think it's called the Shakespeare series, I think. like Shakespeare's Landlord and stuff like that. It's by Christina Harris, and it's the same author of True Blood books. She does a really awesome job writing these Shakespeare books, but she hasn't in a long time. I'm guessing because she's been focused on writing the True Blood books, or the Sookie Stackhouse series, I guess it's actually called. But that's one of my favorite series, that and the Jack Daniels series and the Sunny series. Well, it's like a Monaire series. I don't know. I'll put the links to the books down below. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of like cliffhangers. Like, I feel like Maze Runner and Scorch Trial, they both kind of left you with a cliffhanger, kind of. Like, they did wrap up what was happening at the moment, but they also both left me really angry. So, yeah, I feel like they were just too much of a cliffhanger, and I'm not a big fan of books that do that, but I am going to read the sequel because I kind of fell in love with the characters, and I want to see what happens next. That's it for today. Ivy said the only thing that she's doing today is reading The Maze Runner. Well, that's like the main thing that she has planned. Sometimes she plans like Skype calls with her friends, so I try to ask her in the morning, you know, do you have anything planned for today? That way I know. So I think that we are going to watch a movie. I'm gonna try and make her watch Pulp Fiction. I don't know how far she'll get. If it's either that or Inglourious Basterds, and I've been trying to get her to watch Inglourious Basterds for like ever, but I don't own it, and I don't know, like, it's not on demand, and it's not. Yeah, it's not on TV. So, I can't, there's like nowhere to go rent a movie. We can't, I mean, I guess you could rent them through Netflix. I don't know. I don't know, man. It sucks. Where my Blockbuster? I want a fucking Blockbuster. Because now we have like Redbox and stuff. And you can go to Redbox and that's great and all, but you can't, they don't have them like stocked with movies like Inglourious Basterds. They have a bunch of new releases, which that's fantastic if you want to watch a new release, but I want to watch like Quentin Tarantino film from forever ago. Alright, that's it. This is our weekend, our fancy weekend. Look at her, she's sleeping. I love it. I get so excited when she's sleeping. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Alright, bye guys.